Hey, welcome to another edition of Word Find Friday. I'm your host, MegaHarv, and today I have a Shutterbug word find for us. The term camera is from a Latin word meaning vault. It is a shortened form of camera obscura, meaning dark chamber. And before we get into this, I just want to do my shout out from last week, because Kaboom and stuff came back to me and told me that glaziers are essentially people that make glass for a living, which I didn't know that, so thank you, Kaboom, for letting me know that, Kaboom and stuff. And that is your shout-out for today. We will see what the shout-out homework will be for this week, but right now, let's see if we can't start finding some of these words. Because I gotta say, right off the top, I see flash, and that is definitely a camera-based word. So let's start by crossing that off. Now let's look along the side. Most. What has M's in it? Well, film. S-L-I-G. Lots of T's. Well, I see zoom down bottom. So let's zoom around it. Zoom! There. All zoomed. And what words am I missing along the corners? There's always words that I seem to miss until I go back around and think, how did I ever miss that? I see the word finder, which doesn't look to be a word, but there could very well be other words. There seem to be some X's around. Reflex. E-X, not there. E... Reflex. Geez, I feel like I'm struggling with this already. Tripod. You think I'd know a bit more about word searches? Flex, reflex, there's reflex. At least the more words we find, the faster this will go. And rewind, I need W-I. W-I. Rewid, not quite rewind. Aperture. I don't quite remember what aperture is. And I did find reflex. Dust. What's with all these words that aren't words that I'm finding? In this word find, I'm certainly finding words. I shudder to think of what other words I might find in the meantime. Such as shudder. My cat said hi. Say hi back to my cat. Timer. Is that there? E-R. Filter. That's definitely a camera-based word. There's film as well. There, we're starting to get a little bit of traction. Exposure, so EXP. Exposure, yeah. If I just looked at it as like, I gotta find EXP, well, I'm good at that. I found all kinds of EXP in my day. In my video gaming career. I have procured untold amounts of EXP. Frames. Seriously, finder, einder. Look at that, finder. I can't finder any other words. Automatic. Automatic upside down. That has to be in there. Yeah, automatic. And of course, be sure to play this along at home if you feel so inclined. Battery. If only I had a salt, then I would have use for that battery. Frames. That's got to be one. There's one of the corner words that I didn't find. Oh, this looks like a random mishmash of consonants. Well, there's probably something here that I'm missing. C-U-N. N-I-U. Maybe not. No. Let's see. If we can't find more words. There's portrait. Portrait is certainly a word. So let's scratch it off. Photograph. That should be jumping out at me. PH. There's regular photo. But I don't see graph. Seriously, photo. Oh, telephoto. Okay. Thinking, what's with this crossword and having non-words in it? Like, it's bound to happen. It reminds me of a crossword I did a long time ago with my father. And one of the words in it was link. And it was in it twice. And it was a wonder word to boot. So it was, didn't really work out. Viewfinder. Any W's and F's that are crammed together, that should be a hint. Although, that's not it. EWF, viewfinder. There it is. I found viewfinder. That was why finder was there. Okay. I just need to pay attention. Then there will be no problem. Let's just slide on to our next word. Most. Hedenmost. I don't think that'll be a word. Wide angle. Wide-eyada. Wid. There's another wid. Susan. Hi, Susan, if you're watching. Your name is in this word find. Wouldn't count in Scrabble, but it counts right here. Action. O-N. O-N. So there are plenty of words I haven't found yet. How about light? A GH should jump out at me, shouldn't it? Yeah, like right here. Light or slight. Light. Alright. Case. CSE. This is something, I just don't see it yet. And all these T's together. Pret. Was there other X words? Or did I find the only X word in Reflex? Seems like it. Photograph. Two E's for speed. There, speed. M-E-R, timer. See if I can't timer properly. The timering was alright there. Any Z words? Still haven't found photograph. Let's start with the P's, look for some H's. Through this quick scanning. Photograph backwards. That was mean. I have a few words left. Not a whole whack of words, but enough. You know, case in point. No wonder I can't find anything. Everything's backwards or upside down and backwards. Messing with my brain. There are also, like, box word finds in this book, but I've never really did them and they confuse me, so I'm gonna avoid them for now, but I don't want to be so negative. So I will cross negative off the list. Image. I-M. Image. An image to uphold. Instant. In an instant. I saw a print. That has to be a word. Yeah, print. Print. Where was it? I just saw it. It was around here. Should have crossed it off first. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. It was just here. Goodness gracious, why can't I find anything tonight? I was sure I saw it, like, this way. Print. Here it is. It was too low. Speaking of too low, my camera went all fiddle-faddle-foo. So let's tighten that up a bit. Wide angle. Wide over here. P-O-D. I'm trying to find tripod. OD. Tripod, here we go. So you need to find rewind, which I guess is appropriate that it's upside down, backwards diagonal. Snapshot, which is right here. I don't know why they're jumping out at me all of a sudden, especially when they're just kind of crammed in with other stuff. But, you know, I gotta focus, so that ought to help. So I have to find action, aperture, and instant. That's all that's left. I'm not entirely sure what aperture is. I've heard of the rest of these things. I've heard of aperture, but I don't know what it means off the top of my head. There's action. I'll cross it out, because actions speak louder than words. Which I guess lends to reason. Snells to reason. And I guess it's only fitting that aperture is the last one that I find. Because your homework for tonight is to leave a comment for me to tell me exactly what aperture is. And if you do that for me, you'll get a shout out in the next Word Find Friday. But I still need to find it. AP. AP. No P's, no P's. Apes, apps. AP. Well, I've definitely glossed over it. AP. Maybe it'd be easier if I tried to find cheer. Sure, it might be. Well, it doesn't look to be in a corner. There it is. All hidden in other words. Oh, there. That was another Word Find Friday, and like I said moments ago, I will give you a shout out in the next Word Find Friday if you find, or if you leave a comment telling me what aperture means. So thank you very much for joining me today for this edition of Word Find Friday. I still go by MegaHarv, and I will be doing a live stream very shortly, so if you catch this, then see if you can't catch me then. So I will see, if I don't see you for the live stream, I will see you tomorrow for a pull tab turmoil. So I will see you then.